I can't just go around I can't just go... I can't just go... Pop, have you seen this weed before?
Sure, that's blue burglar. I haven't seen it in ages, though. Where'd you get it?
There's some growing near my place. Why is it called blue burglar?
Because it creeps up on you, seemingly overnight. Plant just one and your whole field will be full of them in a month.
Would your sheep eat it?
I think they'd eat anything at this point. Wouldn't hurt to try. Thanks, Amy. I'll go get some more and plant it tonight. At least the sheep we've got left might still stand a chance.
Happy to help.
Butcher, a word, if you would.
Yeah, what is it?
The Ministry of Resources is in need. You are hereby requested to provide your stocks of meat for government distribution.
But I hardly have any meat to spare, and it'll be a while before I can get more.
Be that as it may, Aurelius has extended you the courtesy. In exchange, you will be provided 2 water purifiers per month.
I don't know. I have to think about it.
Very well. If you change your mind, please notify the Ministry, but know that this offer will not last forever. Good day to you, citizen.
Just couldn't stay away, could you?
No, I haven't quite reached today's quota of looking at dead meat. I saw you having words with that guard. What was that all about?
Yeah, nothing. He was just trying to get me to sell out to the government. I promised Danton I'd give the rebels my extra supplies. I'm not betraying her for the wigheads.
I admire your loyalty. Your sheep should be fine now.
Really? What did you do?
Just gave Pop some blue burglar. He said it should be able to feed the sheep soon.
Oh, you're a lifesaver, Amy. I can't thank you enough.
I'm just glad I could help. See you later, Gus.
You bet.
Glad to see you've returned. I assume you've managed to sort things out with our suppliers?
Yes.
You've done well, Amy. I think you'll get along here just fine. But understand this, committing yourself to help the Resistance is not a promise made lightly. We require your full cooperation and transparency. No secrets or lies. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, quite clear. So I'm guessing there's more work to be done?
Come with me. Thank you for helping our suppliers. As you can probably tell, recruitment has been slow, which has hindered our progress. But I think with your help, we just may be able to initiate some changes.
What is it you had in mind?
That letter you brought us came from our contact in the Ministry of Medicine. It contained extremely valuable information. I need you to infiltrate the Ministry of Medicine and confirm what this letter says. Do you have any questions?
What's the plan for getting me into the Ministry of Medicine?
An excellent question. You know how the wealthy have contracts with the aristocracy based on their support when they first formed?
I have a vague idea, sure.
If a government supporter were to show signs of green lung, the aristocracy would waste no time in sending a doctor to treat them. I want you to go to Fripp Square. My sources tell me that a notable supporter has recently been showing symptoms of the plague. His name is Silas Harrison. He should be visited by a doctor very soon. Find out when and where the visit will take place. Then, intercept the doctor, disguise yourself, and enter the Ministry of Medicine. Once you've done that, you'll locate the central storage room. where they keep the vaccine supply. I suspect that's where you'll find what we're looking for.
Maybe I should write all this down. It's a lot to keep track of.
No, I'm sorry, but we can't have a paper trail. I trust you'll be able to make this happen. I know it's complicated and dangerous, but believe me when I say this information will change everything.
Can you tell me what it is I'm meant to find?
Our contact was unable to provide the exact details in case the letter was intercepted. But if the information he did give us is correct, it means the government is covering up something very important having to do with the green lung vaccine. If you confirm this, it will be exactly what we need to expose the government's lies and incite a revolution.
What if it turns out to be a false lead?
It won't. Believe me, you'll find something in there. You have to.
If you're so against the government, why do you use the Ministry of Medicine's symbol as your code to get in here?
That's exactly what the aristocracy would expect. Having our own symbol would make us easier to find once they figured out what it was. Sometimes the best way to hide things is to put them in plain sight.
This Milton, who was he? Why did knowing my father make him trust me?
As I mentioned before, he was our double agent in the Ministry of Energy. With his help, we were able to establish our contact in the Ministry of Medicine. In the early days of the rebellion, Milton also recruited your father as the official mechanic. They were good friends. I never met Cooper myself, but my understanding is that he was just as loyal as Milton. Losing them both has been a blow. I think we'll manage, though. After all, we have you now.
You mentioned my father was with the rebellion in the early days. How come he never mentioned it?
It doesn't surprise me. The previous attempt at a rebellion was met with disastrous failure. They didn't manage to get very far before being discovered and quelled by the aristocracy. Your father and Milton were the only original members to escape unharmed. It's taken us a very long time to get back on track, but I intend to avenge our forefathers and deliver the justice they died for.
I guess I should get started.
Good. Head over to Fripp Square and find out where Harrison is. That should get you close enough to intercept his doctor. You might also try checking at the ministry itself. They might have some information on when the doctor is set to make his house call. Once you're in the ministry, you can identify our contact by using the code phrase. I'm not sure how much help he'll be able to give you, but having an ally on the inside is at least better than nothing. I wish you luck, Amy. Remember that if you succeed, the Resistance will reward you in far greater ways than the aristocracy ever could.
A somewhat crude map of the city. Looks like they're planning something near the Ministry of Energy Tower. Rule 1. Do not talk about the rebellion. Rule 2. Do not talk about the rebellion. There's a bunch of stuff scribbled on it. They must use this for target practice. The wig and noose are a nice touch. I'd love to get in some target practice, but there's someone in the way. I can't just go around I don't want to break her concentration. He's doing a nice job fixing that crossbow. Is that an Allen wrench?
Yep, scavenged it out in the waste. I got lucky.
I'll say you did. I've been looking for one for ages.
Can let you borrow this one once I'm done with it, if you need it.
I can't just go. Need any help with that?
Nah, I'm alright.
I don't want to break her concentration.
Don't waste time with that, Amy. You've got more important things to be doing.
I should probably leave it where it is. Remember to wipe your feet when entering. There are no maids in this resistance. He's sound asleep. Nice to know things are relaxed enough around here that he can do that. I don't want to wake him. Hey.
What do you want?
What's your theory on what's inside the Ministry of Medicine?
Knowing the aristocracy, it could be just about anything. But from what I've heard Danton say, it's definitely something big.
Keep on doing what you're doing.
Good day to you, merchant.
Go away, you dog. I have nothing to say to you.
Now, there's no need to be.
I just try to make my living here. I have family to take care of, and no help from the aristocracy.
Well, if you would just let me.
My brother Pavel went out scavenging days ago and has not returned. We're all worried he's dead. What does the aristocracy do? Nothing. Sit in their towers and watch us starve. You are young. You do not remember life before the bombs. It was different. Guards were our friends, not monsters.
I appreciate your position, but...
Look, I think it's best if you just go. She's clearly upset.
Fine. I was here to extend an offer of food vouchers from the Ministry of Resources, but if she feels that way, it's her loss. Good day to you, citizen. I apologize for upsetting you.
Oh, thank you, Amy. I always get so angry when I see those guards.
Hello, Mariska.
Amy, hello.
You really shouldn't make trouble with the guards.
I'm not making trouble. It's them who are causing all the problems.
You know as well as I do, you haven't got a brother named Pavel.
Well, they need to understand that life's not easy for us. It's not like they do anything about it anyway.
Just try not to get so riled up, Mariska. He was trying to help you out.
The day I take help from those dogs is the day I die.
I have to go now.
Okay, you come back and see me again soon, all right?
Must be some kind of checkpoint for visitors. Doesn't look like it would be very comfortable in there. He looks kind of bored. That's a nice statue, although the base looks a bit unstable. Excuse me.
What is it, citizen?
I just have to say, I've got the perfect life.
Good for you, miss. Now please, move along.
Could you tell me about this building, sir?
You don't get out much, do you? This is the Ministry of Medicine. They're in charge of all health-related issues in the city.
So this is where people come to get their vaccines?
Correct. Entry is by appointment only, I'm afraid.
I kind of figured as much. You know someone named Silas Harrison?
Silas Harrison? The name sounds familiar. But then, I see plenty of names on a daily basis. I have to write the name of all scheduled appointments here in my ledger.
Don't suppose I could have a peek at your ledger?
Afraid not, miss. This is for government eyes only. And, not to be rude, but you don't look like a government employee to me.
Keep up the good work.
Have a nice day, miss.
Let's hope this works.
What was that? What a mess. I told them this would happen eventually.
Let's just have a look at this ledger. Here we go. Silas Harrison is being visited by a doctor this evening for a green lung treatment. This information could be very important to certain people. Might be a good idea to take it with me. Even if it wasn't locked, I don't think I could just go waltzing in there without permission. Fripp Square. I do so love the dirty looks I get from people when I walk through here. This guy is the local news delivery system for the residents of Fripp Square. Hello there.
May I help you with something?
I've got some news for you. I've got the perfect life.
You, of all people, have the perfect life? I guess that really is news.
So you're a town crier? What do you actually do?
I deliver the news to the people of Fripp Square. They ask about specific headlines, I tell them. Some sort of breaking news arrives from the government, I read it. It's rather simple, really.
Can I hear some news?
Very well. Right now, the top headlines are Ministry of Energy restarts generators. Terrorists rumored in the market district. Mysterious object spotted over quarantine zone. And the weather report. So, what'll it be?
How about Ministry of Energy restarts generators?
Fine.
Attention citizens, the following is an important news bulletin. The Ministry of Energy released a report saying that they have succeeded in restarting 60% of the city's reactors. As a result, more power will be available, starting with the area around Fripp Square. This concludes the news bulletin. Please resume your normal activities.
Hello there.
May I help you with something?
Have you heard the name Silas Harrison?
I have, yes. He's fairly well known around these parts.
Can you tell me anything about him? Like where he lives?
Lady, I'm a town crier, not a town directory. If you want to put your nose where it don't belong, you're better off talking to Flora and Genevieve on the other side of the square.
Can I hear some news?
Very well. Right now, the top headlines are Ministry of Energy restarts generators. Terrorists rumored in the market district. Mysterious object spotted over quarantine zone. And the weather report. So, what'll it be?
I want to hear terrorists rumored in the market district.
If you wish.
Attention citizens, the following is an important news bulletin. Rumors have surfaced of a group of terrorists headquartered somewhere in the market district. These dissidents are to be considered armed and extremely dangerous to public safety. Anyone with information leading to their arrest is encouraged to report to the nearest Aristocrat guard. This concludes the news bulletin. Please resume your normal activities.
Please don't touch that.
Hello there.
May I help you with something?
Can I hear some news?
Very well. Right now, the top headlines are terrorists and so.
I'd like to hear mysterious objects spotted over quarantine zone.
Right you are.
Attention citizens, the following is an important news bulletin. This past week, several citizens reported sighting a strange object in the sky over the quarantine zone. Rumors have persisted that it was the Reaper. However, the Ministry of Knowledge insists that this is not the case. The aristocracy reminds citizens not to be swayed by baseless rumors and superstitions. This concludes the news bulletin. Please resume your normal activities.
Hello there.
May I?
Can I hear some?
Very well. Right, terrorists and so.
What's the weather report?
You'll soon find out.
Attention citizens, the following is an important news bulletin. Weather conditions are as follows. Partly cloudy with a 0% chance of rain. Today's high will be 24 degrees Celsius and the low will be 20. This concludes the news bulletin. Please resume your normal activities.
This poster is encouraging people to get vaccinated for Greenland. If only it were that easy for everyone. This poster is The news gets blasted out of those things for everyone to hear. I don't think that would be a good idea. That's a pretty dramatic statue. I guess that must be the eponymous Mr. Fripp. That raven makes the statue look a lot classier. I'd rather not get too close. I don't think that would be a good idea. This guy's picked a very strategic location. You know, I have to admit, this one is kind of cute. He looks fairly lost in thought. The Ministry of Knowledge. It's where they keep all the documents and educational materials from before the bombs. Extremely limited access, of course. Excuse me, sir?
Hello, miss. Oh, what can I do for you?
You know, it's days like these that make me realize I've got the perfect life.
That's a lovely attitude to have, my dear. Your optimism is inspiring.
I'm Amy Wellard. It's nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too, Amy. My name is Maximilian Huber, but please call me Max.
Do you live around here?
Yes, just around the corner, but ever since my wife passed, I like to get out of the house and spend time with my friends.
Your friends?
Yes, the Ravens.
So, how much time do you spend with your friends?
Not all day, but most of it. They are beautiful creatures, aren't they? How those Reaper cultists have turned them into a symbol of fear is beyond me, but to each his own, I suppose. I only wish I had something to feed them with. The poor things look terribly hungry.
What do they eat?
Anything, really. Meat, vegetables, insects. They're not picky eaters by any means.
I'm looking for Silas Harrison. Do you know him?
Know him? Not personally, but I know who he is, certainly.
You wouldn't happen to know where he lives, would you?
I'm afraid not. I never had any cause to pay him any social calls at his home. My apologies.
Have a nice day, sir.
You too, my dear.
No, you absolutely must not.
Wow, a 2003 Fairway debutante. I'm surprised it's still intact. Most of these were gutted for parts and metal in the years after Blast Day. A little too modern for my needs. Plus, I don't think the people around here would take too kindly to scavengers. She seems to be having some private conversation with her friend, but I can't quite make out what they're saying from here. That's Nero's banner. He's in charge of the Ministry of Knowledge. This is the intersection of Jordan Street and Booth Avenue. I probably shouldn't mess around with that. It's a small waste bin. It appears to be almost full to the brim. I'm not picking up those ladies' garbage. I don't want to throw that away. There's no way I can just walk in there. I'd have to fill out heaps of paperwork and probably wait years for an appointment. Excuse me?
Yeah. Oh. Where did you come from?
She looks like she just came from the quarantine zone.
Don't be silly. You know nobody ever leaves that awful place. In any case, I'm sure you've got a lottery job you should be doing. Why don't you run along and leave us to our conversation? Which reminds me, I need some new servants. I was entertaining guests the other day, and they kept interrupting.
Good help just keeps getting harder to come by.
And the truth of this can only be good numbers go anywhere.
Excuse me, sir?
Hello, miss. Oh, what can I do for you?
Do you know the two women over there? They're kind of rude.
Them? Oh, don't pay them any mind. They're just a couple of harpies who have nothing better to do with their time than gossip about everything. You should hear them any time the newsman reads out a headline. It's non-stop chatter. But please, let's discuss something more worthwhile, shall we?
Have a nice day, sir.
You too, my dear.
Hello, Marishka.
Amy, hello.
Do you have any vegetables a raven might like to eat?
Ravens? Yes, I see them around my garden all the time. They love my alfalfa sprouts.
Have you got any for sale?
Sure, but take this bag. On the house.
Are you sure?
Yes, I owe you after helping me with the guard. It's the least I can do.
Thanks. I have to go now.
Okay, you come back and see me again soon, all right?
Excuse me, sir? I got this bag of alfalfa sprouts. You know, so you can feed the birds.
Thank you. This will certainly make the birds pleased.
I think you should have a look at this.
Interesting.
Attention citizens, the following is an important news bulletin. Silas Harrison, noted government philanthropist, has contracted green lung. He is due to begin medical treatment this evening. Anyone who has had contact with Harrison is advised to monitor their symptoms and to notify the Ministry of Medicine if they begin feeling ill. This concludes the news bulletin. Please resume your normal activities.
Oh dear, you frightened them.
I'm not picking up those ladies' garbage. I'd sooner cut off my own tongue before speaking to those snobs again. Hello there.
May I...
Can I hear some news?
Very well. Right now, Ministry of Terrorist, Mysterious, the Weather, and Silas Harris. So.
Could you repeat?
Okay.
Attention citizens, the following is an important news bulletin. Silas Harrison, noted government philanthropist, has contracted green lung. He is due to begin medical treatment this evening. Anyone who has had contact with Harrison is advised to monitor their symptoms and to notify the Ministry of Medicine if they begin feeling ill. This concludes the news bulletin. Please resume your normal activities.
Excuse me, sir?
Hello, miss. Oh, what?
That little raven up there isn't getting any food.
You're right. I'll toss some extra food closer to it so it can eat.
Those flying rats just knocked the waste bin over. Oh, the smell!
Disgusting. I hope a street cleaner comes to clean it up.
Seriously. Well, it's about time someone came. Now, what was that you were saying, Genevieve?
Can you believe Harrison kept his disease to himself?
I know. I was just at his manor last week. Now I'll need to go to the ministry and get checked.
Everyone on Thredson Street will. He should know better than to throw parties if he's got green lung.
I'll bet his gardener gave it to him. His love of topiaries will be the death of him.
Interesting. A mansion on Thredson Street with topiaries. I just hope Harrison's tastes are unique.
I'm Dr. Collins from the Ministry, here to see Mr. Harrison.
Of course. He's in his room. Just walk down the hall. It's the 4th door to the left.
Damn, looks like I got here too late. But maybe there's still a way I can get close to the doctor without being seen. Nice, even if I have no idea what it's supposed to be. He's got quite the artist's touch. These topiaries are pretty impressive. Nice looking bird, although I'm not sure what kind that's supposed to be. Decadent. This Harrison guy is clearly doing well for himself. This window looks into the kitchen. This window looks into the kitchen. This window looks into the kitchen. This window looks into a bedroom. This window looks into a bedroom. Time to do a little peeping.
Good evening, Mr. Harrison. What seems to be the trouble?
You know damn well what the trouble is. I've got that blasted plague.
What symptoms have you been having?
Last week, the coughing started. Since then, it's only gotten worse. And yesterday, I hacked up some blood. I've had a fever all of today and haven't felt like eating anything since yesterday. Not to mention, I haven't been able to sleep a wink.
I see. Have you been in contact recently with anyone showing symptoms of the disease?
Well, 2 weeks ago, I was relaxing outside in my yard when some vagrant came by to ask if I could spare any food. Well, naturally, I told him I couldn't, but he became belligerent when he heard that and spat in my face. To think, a man of my stature with green lung. I can't imagine the scandal.
Green lung doesn't discriminate, Mr. Harrison. It can affect anyone.
So can you do anything for me, Doctor?
Not to worry. You're in good hands. Your support of the Ministry of Knowledge means you'll receive only the finest care the government can offer. I'm going to give you a dose of vaccine. That should fix you up by morning, but you'll need to get another dose in about a month's time.
Why can't you eggheads at the Ministry of Medicine get off your collective asses and develop a cure already?
We're trying, believe me. This isn't an easy disease to cure, but the treatment works almost instantly. You'll see.
So I'm stuck getting this injection once a month for the rest of my life?
I'm afraid so, although I'm sure you'll agree that it beats the alternative.
Yes, well, that is true. I could be dying in the streets like those filthy mongrels in the quarantine zone.
Yes, with the monthly injection, you won't have to worry about entering the terminal phase.
Let's not think about that. A dreadful business, really. Let's focus on my treatment.
Of course. Just hold still a moment. There we go. You should feel like a new man in just a few hours. Now, I'm going to leave an appointment card here for you. Just bring it to the Ministry of Medicine when you're due for your next vaccine dose.
Can't I send my servant to get it for me and bring it back here?
The green lung vaccine is a valuable commodity, Mr. Harrison. We don't release it to just anyone.
So can't you just come back and shoot me up when it's time? I don't want to have to go all that way.
We'll see. I know you've curried favor with the aristocracy, but I'll leave the card here just in case. Oh, and I'll leave a little something with your butler to help you sleep. But give the vaccine a few minutes to circulate before you take it.
Thank you, Doctor. I appreciate it.
Think nothing of it. Feel better, Mr. Harrison.
That card is my ticket into the ministry. But how am I supposed to get it?
Damn! Where is that confounded servant of mine?
Someone clearly cleans this glass daily. It's spotless. it's unlocked. An odd place to store a sack of flour. I guess they must have used it recently. I'm no baker. That can stay right where it is. Would you look at that? It's like a portable well. Ah, that's nice. A variety of knives. They don't look like they've been used much. I've already got a weapon. A ladle and a wooden spoon. Standard kitchen equipment, I guess. I'm sure no one will notice one missing ladle. I wonder if he gets his from the salt flats, too. I don't think I'll be needing any more salt right now. I wonder if Clem or Gordon would be interested in something like that. Ugh, there are snails in here. Rich people are weird. I don't see how I can use that there. Nice and soft. Those towels are surprisingly clean. Guess they don't see much use. I haven't got time to go rifling through kitchen drawers. I'm not the maid. I was never much of a tea drinker. Someone made tea recently. It smells slightly fruity. I wonder when these were made. They don't exactly look fresh. Looks like someone hasn't washed up yet. They look stale. I'd rather not. I can't believe all this food is going to waste on just one person. Well, if nobody else is gonna eat it. A little dry, but at least it's better than nothing. Looks like tonight's dinner is some kind of soup. Smells good. Tomato. Rich, creamy, all in all, an excellent soup. I just can't get enough of this stuff. My compliments to the chef. One word, delicious. It's all gone. I don't see how I can use that there. The window's not locked, but I can't open it while Harrison is awake.
I've given him a dose of vaccine. He should be back to normal by tomorrow.
Oh, joy. I'm so relieved.
If it's any help, I have some sleeping pills for him. He should be ready to take them shortly.
Good. At least that'll give me some more peace for a while. Soon enough, he'll start ringing that damn bell for everything again.
Well, I wish you luck. I need to head back to the ministry now.
Thank you, Doctor. Have a nice evening.
You too.
I can't do much with the windows from here. I don't see how I can... The window's not locked, but I can't. The bell is just out of reach. Well, that didn't do much. Well, that didn't do much. The window's not locked. I don't think drawing attention to myself is a good idea.
And so it begins. You rang for me, sir?
About 10 minutes ago. What on earth took you so long?
I was...
Never mind the excuses. Just give me one of those sleeping pills the doctor gave you.
Yes, sir. Will you be wanting it with your usual lemon and elderberry tea?
That's fine.
Then if you'll excuse me, I'll return shortly.
Finally. I thought he'd never get to sleep. Quietly now. Why would Harrison have a chair here? Is it for people to watch him sleep? That kind of looks like a funeral urn. It's a painting of a middle-aged woman in a nice dress. I wonder who she is. That's a fairly big bed for someone who's sleeping alone. That card is my ticket into the Ministry of Medicine.